Dear respected Thầy, dear brothers, sisters, and dear friends, today is the 19th of July, the year 2024. We are in the Assembly Stars Meditation Hall. We are on the first gathering of the second week of summer retreat. So welcome everyone to Lau Hamlet to practice together. And we will start with the 3 sounds of the bell. We sit beautifully and relaxingly. Smile to ourselves, smile to our whole body, and smile to our smile. And we breathe as whole body. Let every cell in our body breathe together. And let the bell penetrate in every cell of our body. Let the collective energy penetrate in every cell of our body. And keep our smile alive while listening to the bell. Dear respected Thầy, dear brothers, sisters, and dear friends, I hope that you can enjoy the time here. Do you enjoy this morning? Yes. I also enjoyed this morning a lot. This morning I took a walk on the hill and I enjoyed so much. It's so beautiful. And I believe that you can also enjoy the nature around you when you walk from Upper Hamlet to Lower Hamlet, or on the bus from New Hamlet to Lower Hamlet. You can see the view around. It's very beautiful. And we just enjoy the beauty of nature and let the beauty nourish us and heal us. And we can only do that when we are present in this place. If our minds are still somewhere, we cannot enjoy. So I hope that everyone can be present to enjoy the here and the now. 1 week will pass very quickly. So please treasure your time here in order that we can enjoy. After the long journey, when you arrive here, maybe you feel at peace, you don't want to go anywhere. You feel you have arrived, you are home. Have you arrived yet? Have you arrived? Are you home? How many percent? 100%? Yes, wonderful. 80%? Yes. So I hope that you feel you have a right, you are home to enjoy the beauty. So I would like to read the poem for you to enjoy. And remember the poem, you can enjoy more the nature here. And let the nature, let the beauty embrace you and nourish you. This poem I made long time ago. I also made it here when I took a walk on the hill. And I see the beauty of the nature and it nourished me. So I wrote the poem and now I would like to read it for you to enjoy. You don't need to make effort to understand. If you don't understand, it's also okay. Life is a poem. Do you see life is a poem? Life is not only complicated, but life also very wonderful, very miraculous. Life is a poem. My shadow falls on the body of Mother Earth this peaceful morning. Sunlight penetrates between leaves, making long streaks on vast fields. In the vast blue sky, flocks of birds spread their wings peacefully. The hills and mountains silently appear near and far in the sunshine. I hear my stream of consciousness turn into poetry. How can there be another morning as peaceful and beautiful as this? The morning sunlight covers Mother Earth like pieces of smooth silk. I wish to make paintings of peace and purity, of my youthful past that is still with me constantly, so that every cell of Mother Earth breathes the same air of peace and joy. I wish to write with loving strokes on the body of Mother Earth sweet words of morning, so I may live out my childhood again and again, unfettered and free among the poses of a peaceful life. The morning sweetness carries me to a realm of joy and love. Running freely, I cross the grassy knoll, looking for you, my dear father-son. With a heart of anticipation, as if coming to a rendezvous we had earlier promised. And with the joy of a very first meeting, I feel the simple joy of knowing that you wait for no one. The sun waits for no one. So it is why we have to enjoy it. If not, it's late. Not only with the sun, but with everyone. It's impermanent. We have to treasure our beloved one in every moment, because we don't know what happened with the next moment. The moment before is different with this moment, and this moment is also different with the next moment. So it is why we have to enjoy. We used to take for granted whatever happened in front of us. Our beloved one always there, and we forget the impermanent. Maybe don't wait until one day they are gone to treasure them, to feel regret. You have to treasure them right in this moment. Meeting you, sitting still with quiet contemplation, listening to the breathing rhythm of all things, life so peaceful. My suffering, grudges, and self-pity from time immemorial have been reborn as love songs that follow the winds and clouds in all directions. There is no separation between you, me, and existence. Mother Earth is immense. The sky is immense. Mountains and rivers are immense. You are immense. And so am I. All space and time manifest in the life of a single soul. The shadow moves one by one. The cells are awakened from their deep winter sleep. The peaceful breath revitalizes the withered cells and joyfully invites in the warming sun. Beautiful, peaceful, and safe, the sunshine reveals a realm of spaciousness, natural and generous to me, you, and existence. I thank life for forever flowing, for weaving this beautiful poem for me and you. The shadow joyfully offers a smile, stable and peaceful as a mountain. The nature, the Mother Earth, nourishes us a lot. Sometimes we don't need to transform our suffering and difficulty. Just enjoy the beauty and let the beauty nourish us and transform the suffering and difficulty for us. And we learn a lot from the Mother Earth. So I ask you again the question, have you arrived yet to enjoy the nature, to enjoy the beauty? Have you arrived yet? Yes, 100%? Yes, we have to arrive 100% to enjoy. And arrive is not only arrive at Plum village, but arrive in our body. I have arrived, I am home in my body. We don't run anymore. Our body is a home for our soul, for our mind. We have to be back home to enjoy our body and also to take care of our body and our mind. Our body is one of the 4 establishments of mindfulness. We have to go back to take care. And we take care of our body with our breathing. Breathing in, we are aware that we are breathing in. Breathing out, we are aware that we are breathing out. Just simple like that. But it's opportunity for you to cultivate mindfulness. And we breathe like that for a while. Slowly, slowly, we concentrate in our body and we can stop thinking. And we breathe not only with our nose, with our lungs, with our diaphragm, but also with our whole body. Every cell in our body can breathe also. And go back to our body. We can smile to our body. And smile to our smile. Before I became a nun, I used to be sad. I don't know why. Look deeply into my past, I see that there was nothing that's so serious that made me sad. But still, I was so sad. And there was someone say that you couldn't become a nun because you were so sad. And that statements stay in my mind. But still, I really wanted to become a nun, so it is why I wanted to become a nun. But I practice smile with myself, smile with my smile. And I borrow smile of my niece. My niece has the smiling face, has the smiling eyes. And every time I practice, I think of her, close my eye, and imagine she's smiling with me. Am I smiling with my eyes? And also let my eyes smile. Not only smile to my eyes, but let my eyes smile. And day by day, I can transform the sadness. If you see me in the past, more than 20 years ago, you will see that I was so sad, not so fresh and joyful as now I am now, thanks to practice of smiling. So it is the invitation. I would like to invite you to practice smile. Even sometimes we have some moments, some difficult moments, but it's okay. It's okay. Trust it. Because when we smile, we relax our body. We allow our muscles relaxed. And you can borrow smile from someone. You know that sometimes when I sit here, I also borrow your smile, because sometimes sit here is very unease, very shaky. So I have to borrow your smile in order that I can relax myself. So imagine to someone that you can borrow their smile and smile. Let your whole body smile. Let your eyes smile. It will be okay, no problem. It will be okay. It is the way to cultivate mindfulness. Don't underestimate your smile. Your smile will help your whole body relaxed. And then you are aware of your posture. In any position happen to be, you are aware your position. When you sit down, you are aware that you are sitting down. When you are standing up, you are aware that you are standing up. When you take a walk, you are aware that you are walking. Be careful. To pay attention to your movement of your body. And when you walk like that, you are mindful, and at the same time you are concentrated in your step you make. And you can say, I have arrived, I am home. Wherever you are. Not only when you do walking meditation, but from here to the dining hall, to the bathroom, to your room, you can do the same. Aware of your step you make. Or pay attention to your movement of your body when you do the work. When you do the bathroom, clean the bathroom, when you mop the floor, when you arrange the cushions, when you brush your teeth. So it is the invitation. Everyone should choose one thing to practice mindful. If we spend 24 hours practice mindfulness, maybe it's too much for you as a beginner. So it is why we choose one. I really like to practice brushing my teeth. Every time I brush my teeth, I am there 100% present with myself and smile to myself in the mirror. and pay attention to movement of my hand and read the gatha, and I enjoy it. So it's up to you, and you can choose and commit to yourself to do it in mindfulness. Every morning when I wake up, I just smile to myself, not hurry to the bathroom, and aware of my posture. When I sit up and sit there, sit still, and enjoy sitting for a few minutes before I go to bathroom, and brush my teeth in mindfulness. And I start my day with mindfulness like that. I really enjoy it. I can slow down myself and offer myself a beautiful morning. And when you are aware your position, then you can be aware of your whole body, of all the organs in your body. And when you are aware of your organs in your body, you feel pain, you feel tension in your body, and start to release the tension in your body. Release the tension. And I shared earlier, we breathe not only with our nose, our lungs, but we breathe with all cells in our body. Let the air penetrate in every cell of your body and release the tension. And pay attention to that part, concentration to that part. And you heal your pain. You heal the suffering, heal the tension in your body. So the body is the first establishment of mindfulness. We have to observe, we have to be aware every day. And about body, we have to remember about breathing. Smiling, position, and organs. And the second establishment of mindfulness is feeling. We have to be aware of our feeling, our pleasant feeling, or painful feeling, or neutral feeling, or mixed feeling. We have to be aware of them all. Pleasant feeling, painful feeling, neutral feeling, and mixed feeling. We are aware of our joy, aware of our happiness. Sometimes if we are joyful, we are not so mindful. We let our joy carry us away, right? So we have to be aware not only with our pain and suffering, but also with our joy and happiness. The purpose is to cultivate mindfulness. And when we are mindful, we know how to generate joy and happiness. So it is why we have to be aware of our pleasant feeling, our joy, our happiness. And we are aware that this joy and happiness come from body or come from our mind. Come from where? Or come from nature. So we have to be aware of that. We also aware of painful feeling. Our suffering, we have to be aware of our suffering. And we embrace of our suffering. We don't need to run away from our suffering. Be present not only for our body, but be present for our feeling, for our joy, for our happiness, and for our pain and suffering. We have to be present. We have to recognize it, and we have to accept it. It is the first function of mindfulness. Recognize it or accept. We accept them as they are. We don't need to interfere. We don't need to suppress. We don't need to chase them away. We don't need to run away from them. Just accept it. It will be okay. And if it's too strong, we bring our attention to our navel level. And we enjoy deep in breath and out breath. Follow the rising and falling of our belly. And we pay attention for a while, we will come down. Don't bring your attention to your head or your heart or your mind or your thinking, but bring your attention to your navel. It is like the root of our body. And breathe like that for a while, you will come down. It will be okay. And if emotion is strong, you can be aware that it is just emotion. And we are much more than in emotion. We don't let the emotion carry us away. It's okay, we embrace it. And we accept ourselves as we are. Even we have some mistake, we create some mistake. Even we have shortcomings, but it's okay. You do better. Imagine that we had a child who is very clumsy. He always creates a mistake and he suffers a lot. And when she goes out, many people blame her and she suffers a lot. So as a mother, what should we do with her? Just embrace her, right? Embrace her and comfort her, soothe her. It's okay, my child. You are the best. I'm happy with you. Whatever you are, I'm happy with that. We don't blame her. Just comfort her, soothe her, embrace her. So it is the same with ourselves. Mindfulness as a mother. Embrace ourselves. Embrace our mistakes. Embrace our suffering. Embrace our shortcoming. It's okay, my child. And we have to love ourselves. So compassion is an important practice that we have to do it every day in order that we can know how to take care of other people. If we don't know how to love and take care of ourselves, we cannot take care of other people. So we always have to start with ourselves, take good care of ourselves, love ourselves, listen to ourselves in order that we can understand ourselves. Until we can do that, we can love and take care of other people. I want to read to you another poem. I like the poetry. This poem I made it when I had a lot of mistakes, a lot of shortcomings, a lot of suffering. And I want to embrace myself, accept myself as I am. accept myself with compassion. So you in this poem is me. I say to myself, as a mindfulness, say to the child. As a mother of mindfulness, say to the child. There are times when I want you to undergo suffering, for fear you will just drift along. There are times when I want you to make mistakes, so that your heart can be more embracing and forgiving. There are times when I want you to experience change, for fear you will become inflexible. There are times when I want you to be quiet and still, so that there will be depth in your laughter and speech. There are times when I want you to wait longer, so that you understand what it is to be patient. There are times when I want you to experience failure, for fear that you become arrogant. There are times when I want you to be indecisive, so that you understand what it is to have a direction. There are times I want you to be lazy, for fear that you go crazy with stress. There are times I want you to sing out, to soothe the deep pain that can't be named. There are times when I want you to feel self-pity, so that you know how to come back to take care of yourself. There are times I want you to be ill, for fear that you won't know how to empathize with others. There are times when I want you to go through rainstorms in order to strengthen your sisterhood and brotherhood. There are times when I want you to close your eyes, so that your mind can be simple like a child's. There are times when I want you to become innocent, for fear that you would suffer a lot. There are times when I want you to not understand, so that your mind can be peaceful and light. There are times when I want you to go wandering, so that your pain can be released with the moon and the wind. There are times when I want you to encounter difficulties, for fear that you not know how to yield. There are times when I want you to be just ordinary, so that your mind can be transcend the complex of winning or losing. There are times when I want you to be lonely, so that you can come to understand humanity's love for you. There are times when I don't want you to speak, even though the world needs spoken words of love. There are times when I want you to be nostalgic, so that you know how to treasure those in the present moment. There are times when I want you to stop, so that you can love life all around you. So when we have the painful feeling, just embrace it. And also you can go back to your body to feel where in your body accumulate the pain and suffering. And pay attention to that part and release the tension. And when you release the tension in your body, you can release your pain in your feeling. And to remember to nourish your joy and happiness. Don't forget it. Even your suffering is there, but remember to nourish it, to nourish your joy and happiness. Don't wait until you transform your suffering totally 100% to be happy and joyful. Transforming is the process of our whole life. Because suffering and happiness interact, they're always there. So you don't need to wait until suffering ends to be happy and joyful. Suffering ends, we will end. So remember to nourish your joy and happiness with the nature. And also, if we have the neutral feeling, we can be aware of our body in order that we can make the neutral feeling into the pleasant feeling, into the joy and happiness. Be aware of your eyes. Already make you happy. Imagine that one day when we are blind, so what would we want the most? What do you wish? Do we wish to have bright eyes? And now we have 2 bright eyes. Why are we happy right away at this moment? And we can aware of our whole body, aware of our liver, of our heart, our intestine. We feel nourished, we feel quite grateful to our whole body. Don't wait until it's seriously sick to treasure our organs. So we can treasure now. And the more we are grateful, the more happy we are. So go back to our body already brings us a lot of happiness. So it is a way to make neutral feeling into the pleasant feeling and happy feeling. And when we are happy, when we have the pleasant feeling, we stay with the happy moment. We stay with the pleasant feeling as long as we can. In order that we let all ourselves observe the joy, the happiness, and the pleasant. While we suffer, we didn't pay attention and we let all ourselves in our body observe the suffering day after day, right? Sometimes week after week and months after months, and some people years after year. And now we have to love our body. We let our body suffer too much already. And now we go back to take care. When we have joy and happiness, stay there in order that we can let our body observe joy and happiness as long as you can. And mixed feeling. Sometimes we had a mixed feeling. We read news, it brings us a joy, but sometimes brings us a lot of suffering, right? We have a lot of fear when we read news. We worry too much when we read news, but still do it. So we have to be aware of it and limit our time of reading news to nourish our body and our mind. And the third establishment of mindfulness is our mind. So we can observe our mind like the way we observe our feeling. And whatever comes up in our mind, we are aware of that. If we have the craving mind, we are aware that we are craving mind. If we are hatred, we are aware that we are hatred. If we are confused, we are aware that we are confused. If we are concentrated, We are aware that we are concentrated. If we are mindful, we are aware that we are aware that we are mindful. If we are happy, we are aware that we are happy. Recognize it as a way we recognize of our feeling. And then we can embrace them. So the second function of mindfulness is to embrace. Like we embrace the feeling and we embrace our mind. And the third function of mindfulness is to soothe. Or relieve. So when we have the suffering, we have the anger, first of all, we go back to ourselves and embrace it, recognize it and embrace it. We don't blame other people. When we have the suffering, we don't blame other people. We don't ask the question why. The question why is later. First of all, you have to embrace it. Like when there was an arrow strike on you, you have to take it out and take care of your wound first. You don't ask, where's it come from? Where's the arrow come from? Who shoot it? Is it poison in it? No, these steps we do later. First of all, we have to take care of your wound. Take the arrow out and take care of it and shoot it. And then when we shoot our wound, we can look deeply to see the roots and the causes of our suffering. So the fourth function of mindfulness is look deeply. To see the root. And when we see the roots, we can heal ourselves. If we are not peaceful, we cannot heal ourselves. And these steps help us to be peaceful for ourselves, to really heal. If we are angry, if we are irritated, we cannot heal ourselves. We have to be quiet, we have to be peaceful in order that we can heal ourselves. So any kind of mind, we have to recognize it. Craving, hatred, something like that. No I. Thank you. Hatred. Or confused. Or concentrated. Or mindful. Or liberated. So whatever your state of mind, we are aware of that. And when talking about our mind, we have to talk about our consciousness. So our consciousness, there are two parts. It is, upper part is my consciousness. And lower part is thought consciousness. In thought consciousness, it stores all kinds of seeds here. The negative and also positive. The joy, happiness, loving kindness, mindfulness, concentration, insight, hatred, craving, confused, jealousy, All they are here. We sit here, it seems that we are very peaceful, right? We are very peaceful. Because the seed of peace is water. So it is why it's manifest here as a peaceful. We are very peaceful. But it doesn't mean that the anger seed is not there. The anger maybe is here. But now nobody water that seed, so it is why you are peaceful. But maybe when you go out to work, or you go home, or you do something that the other person water the seed, trigger your anger, and it's manifest. It's manifest on your mind, make you face very angry. When you see someone in the difficult moment, you would like to help. So the compassion here is water, and it's come up, and you do many beautiful actions as a flower is come here. So all kind of your mind manifest is because the seeds here are water. So with mindfulness, when it's manifest, if the positive seeds manifest, we can keep it here as long as we can. If the negative seeds manifest here, we invite mindfulness come up to embrace it. To embrace our anger with smile. We embrace with a smile. And slowly, slowly we come down. We come down. And when we come down, the seed here is go down, become the seed. And the more we take care, the weaker the seed of anger here become. If we don't take care of our anger here, the seed here becomes stronger, or bigger and bigger and bigger. So what happens? If you take good care of good seeds here, if you use the mindfulness to embrace your peace, embrace your joy, embrace your happiness, and the seeds here become bigger, 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 bigger. And you know what? All the good seeds can occupy your store consciousness. Overwhelm your consciousness. And the negative seed doesn't have the opportunity to come up. Because your store consciousness is occupied by the good seeds. So this is the way we take care of our mind. Our mind is like the garden. We have to take care of our garden in order that we have the flower to enjoy. Last week, there in the sessions of question and answer, there was a child who asked a question: Why do people mince each other when they know it is wrong? A child, 7 or 8 years old, asked a question. And it seemed that question for everyone, right? It is because we don't know how to take care of these seeds. We let the negative seeds come up and we don't take care of it. Even we know what it is already, but still do it. We still do it. We know it's not good, but we do it because it's become the habit energy. So we have to go back to take care of this with our breathing. Breathing is very wonderful. Always go back with our breathing. Our mind, the hatred, the anger, the confused, the despair can pull us away and sometimes can kill us. So we have to be careful to take care. Tuệ Trung Thượng Sĩ, she said that the breathing is like the silk thread of the lotus. If we lasso a ferocious tiger with the silk threads of a lotus. This is a lotus stem, and in it there is a thread. And between it there is the thread. It can connect the stem together. It's very thin, very delicate, but it can hold it. It can hold the stem together. It is the same with our breathing. Our breathing we cannot see with our eyes, but help us to connect all our action, all our movement, and also all our state of mind. Help us to keep anger, hatred, despair with us. We don't let them pull us away. Because hatred, despair, confuse is like the ferocious tiger. It can kill us. But with our breathing, we can be there. We can master ourselves. The Buddha said that the key to happiness is the training and mastering our mind. Nothing can lead to such harm and suffering if our mind is not developed, uncultivated, unguarded, untamed, untrained. And nothing that leads to happiness, such great happiness, if the mind is developed, cultivated, tamed, trained, guarded, and protected. So we have to protect our mind to be happy and joyful. And also, in the Dharma sharing last week, there was a person who asked a question: when we transform our mind, is real transformation? Can we transform it forever? So I give it to you. When we transform our minds, does it transform forever? Yes or no? Who yes? Who say yes? One person. Everything is impermanent. We transform, but if we don't take good care of it, it can fall down into the seed. And if we don't take care of our garden, we let the weed come up. Ourselves, our mind is a kind of garden. We have to take care and plant many kinds of flowers for us to enjoy. Plant, water the good seeds for us to enjoy. If we don't water them, it's like we don't plant flower. We let our land bare, so the weed can come up. If we don't take care of the good seeds, the negative seeds will come up and also overwhelm and occupy our store consciousness. So this is the easy way to transform our suffering and difficulty, to water the good seeds and let them manifest and occupy our store consciousness and our mind. The Buddha, after enlightenment, he still practiced walking meditation, sitting meditation, eating meditation. But he enjoyed it. It's not kind of practice, but enjoy sitting, enjoy walking, enjoy eating in silence. So it's the same with us. As a beginning, maybe we put effort on the practice and we feel tired. So it's why we ask a question. When we transform, can we transform it forever? It seems that we eat one time forever. We have to eat every day, right? So it's the same, we have to do it every day. But the art is to enjoy doing it. Don't put too much labor. Don't put too much effort while doing that. Just enjoy doing it. Enjoy walking, enjoy sitting, enjoy watering the good seed inside of us to nourish ourselves. And the fourth establishment of mindfulness is object of mind. We have to look deeply to see what water the anchor in you. Maybe from the something that you see, from your eyes, or maybe the sound you hear from your ear, or something you smell from your nose, or sometimes from something you taste or you touch. All this can water the seeds here. So you have to look deeply. What makes you joyful, happy, inspiring, hope, peace, love, compassion? What kind of book you read? What film you watch? What news you read to nourish yourself? So it is all the objects of our mind here. We have to look deeply to see what you hear. The conversation can make us suffer, can make us angry, but also conversation can make us joyful, happy. So we have to select. We have to select the news we read to nourish our body. We have to select the film we watch to nourish our body. We have to select the conversation to nourish our body, our mind. So all these things can affect all this kind of seed here, and it will manifest. So it is the four establishments of mindfulness. We have to observe every day. We have to be aware of every day to take good care of ourselves. And you know, the four elements connected to each other. Whatever happened to our mind can happen to our feeling and our body. What happened to our body can affect our feeling and mind. What we bring to our mind, like object of mind, can affect our mind, feeling, and body. They are connected to each other. They are connected each other like the connected bottle. If you pour the water here, it's filled 3, right? If you pour water in any bottle, it will fill up the 4. So it is the same. If you take care one establishment, you will take care of 4. So sometimes when we go back to our body, we feel painful. So we can take refuge in our mind, in our strong mind, in our mindfulness, in our concentration. Sometimes we look deeply, we be present with our body. But sometimes, because it's too painful, so we have to take refuge and stay in the solid mind, in the mindfulness or in concentration. Sometimes we go back to our feeling, we feel that we suffer too much. We feel we have a lot of things in our head. We're confused, we don't know what to do. A lot of suffering. So don't stay here. So you can go back to take care of your body. Because taking care of your body is the easiest thing to do. And while you take care of the body, release the tension in your body, you can release the tension in the feeling and in the mind. And while take care of body, you cultivate mindfulness. And when you cultivate mindfulness, you can cultivate concentration. Because in mindfulness there is concentration. And when you concentrate, you stop thinking. You suffer because you keep thinking, right? You keep thinking. Your suffering already happened in the past, maybe last week, last Tuesday already, but now you still carrying it with you and you cannot stop. Or even last month, last year, you still carry with you in your head and you cannot stop. But when you go back to your body, pay attention to your body. With your breathing, slowly, slowly, you can stop. Because you generate mindfulness and concentration. And when you are mindful, when you are concentrated, the insight comes up. You know what to do. You know how to solve problem. When you suffer, when we have problem, we have tendency to solve problem right away. And we can only happy when we solve problem. It makes us pressure. And because of the pressure, we cannot be happy and joyful. It's okay, no problem. Take care of our body. Then we are peaceful, we know how to do. We know how to solve problem. So either this one. And object of mind can be Mother Earth, can be the nature. We go out into the nature to enjoy the nature. We go back to ourselves, our body and feeling. We can feel our ancestor in every cell of our body. In fact, that our ancestor is there in every cell of us. Our parents in us, our grandparents in us. Sometimes we suffer too much and we don't want to do anything with our parents. We don't want to have anything to relate to our body, ourselves. But in fact that they are here. If they are here, why we suffer? If they are not in us, why we suffer because of them? So the best thing we do is to go back to take care of wound, take care of suffering, and nourish our gratitude to them. They give us birth. They raise us up. Every night when I go to bed, I send my gratitude to my parents who gave me birth, who raised me up. And also send love and gratitude to Thầy and Sangha. Give me birth again in spiritual life. And I send my gratitude to everyone and also to my body, to all the organs in my body, and feel my body joyful, happy, and fall to sleep. And I always do that before I go to bed. Even sometimes there are many things happen in our mind, in my mind, but still go back to myself, send my love and gratitude to my parents, my grandparents, my ancestors, my teacher, my spiritual ancestor also. So choose the easiest thing to do. Choose the easiest way to practice. Don't try to mess. Don't do the hard thing. Simple thing, but will bring you a lot of result. Will bring you huge result. When I was a student, I always pay attention into the difficult text, and I underestimate the easy one. But then when my teacher gave back my test, so the easy one I used to make the mistake because I don't take it seriously. So it didn't bring me the good mark why I made the text. So it is why it is the same with our life. Sometimes we only pay attention into the difficult things. But now with practice, go back to pay attention into the easy thing, to enjoy. And you know the easy nourishes us, the simplicity nourishes us. And take care of us and heal us. Trust me, do it. So when we go back home to our body, not only home at Plum Village, but at home in our body, to take care of our body and mind. And we feel our ancestor in us. So we are not alone. We are not alone. We are here with our parents, grandparents, ancestors, and we can also feel our future generation in us, in itself of us. My teacher wrote a beautiful poem. Con đã tới vòng tay ôm trái đất, tổ tiên xưa cùng cọ mặt một lần. Con đã về trong phút giây hiện tại. Hạt tương lai vừa thấm nhuần hồng ân. Rất là hay. I have a right. Embrace the earth with wide open arms. I am home in the present moment and see the seeds of future germinating from blessings and grace. So it is the practice. I have a right. I'm home. When we have a right, we see our ancestor in it, and also our generation, future generation in it. Yesterday when I did walk meditation in the forest, I enjoyed so much. When I arrived at the gate of the forest, I feel the silence of the forest and enjoy the silence. And the silence nourished me a lot, very quiet. And silence made my step become more light, more peaceful. And not only my step, but I can feel the steps of everyone, much lighter and much more peaceful. And even there were some children, but I didn't hear their voice at the beginning. I didn't hear their voice. Very quiet, very at peace. And everyone was nourished by the silence of the forest. So I wish you a happy walking meditation in the forest to enjoy silence, to enjoy peace, enjoy the quietness, enjoy the vital of the forest. So open yourself, unfold yourself, let the Mother Earth penetrate in every cell of your body. Thank you very much for being here and listening.